Good morning, what's up, comic book fam? Raven here with another fantastic review. Today we're going to be reviewing Thor, issue number 5, The Battle Against the Black Winter. And I do like it. Definitely no weird Black Winter stuff, but I like it. And honestly, the first thing that I've kind of saw when I pulled it up of the bag was this. Right there, in the back, we've got a Thor, short story Thor with Drax, which I did enjoy. This is a 10 out of 10. I like that. That's great. So, classic Thor, great story, funny, great one. But okay, let's come back to the Thor issue number 5. We kick off with the Asgard. Actually, all the Asgard, all the realms. I'm slowly feeling that something is coming, right? Sif can't contact Thor. Beta Ray Bill is, also kind of like, we don't know what's gonna happen. I know Thor kind of fought me. Thor is being weird and stuff, but he keeps just, saying that, well, he's gonna be okay. It's gonna be good, and he's gonna be a good king, but, it's just a phase. It's just, the fact that he's a king right now, that he was crowned, like, he still doesn't know how it goes. And, well, Sif is like, well, so you are, like, even though what he did to you, right, because he's like, broken up, concussed still, he's like, yeah, I still believe in Thor. And Sif, just keeps staying at the Rainbow Bridge, just waiting for anything, just waiting for what is about to happen. Right, so there we go, right, Sif and the Beta Ray Bill. And as we go straight to the battle, and that is battle between, again, Galactus, Thor, and Black Winter. I have few issues with that battle, from the get-go. First of all, they are not fighting, at least at the beginning. There's no fight against, like, a thing, right, like someone. They're just battling darkness, and the darkness is consuming them. So it's kind of like, Venom-esque type of deal, and I know the Cades is doing that kind of on purpose. Like, you can feel, the him, out of Carnage, right, and Venom, just those inspirations coming for that Black Winter thing, and then King in Black is happening. But it's just really weird when you have them, like, literally fighting, like tentacles and stuff. Like, that felt weird and odd, to not have a specific foe. And we can see that right here, right, when Thor is trying, is fighting as Galactus is being consumed. Like, he's fighting a void. Like, I know, yes, Black Winter is a void, it just devours everything on his path, yes. But I don't think that was a great representation at the very beginning. And even though when he finally gets a form, it's also, I would just call it, a first appearance. Would you call it like that? We're gonna go to that, because I don't think so. Right, so they are fighting that, and as they're fighting, they are getting consumed by the Black Winter. So right now, Thor saw the Black Winter. He saw what is inside, and he is getting slowly smashed. We see Black Winter talking to him, just taunting him. It's like, how you want to know the truth? Do you want to know the truth? How you die? And that's how you die. So first we got a Gore, and that is a God Killer, or the God Butcher. And we know him from, well, the Jason Aaron, the very, very first Jason Aaron book. And I think, this whole sequence right now that's going to happen, I want to leave it open for a second here. This whole sequence that's going to happen, if you haven't read Jason Aaron's run, it's going to be nonsense to you. It's going to be, why those characters? Who are those characters? Like, what is happening, right? Because this is like this homage to those 10 years, because we're gonna see the villains out of those 10 years, and even behind that, from the past, in their past costumes, or past past costumes, let's leave it like that. And all the foes, from the Thor's past. So that is a great way of putting a nice homage, giving like some fun service, and rewarding them for reading all of that. But for new readers, that might be like, why? I don't think this is the moment that will catch the new reader. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So we got the God Butcher, right? The God Killer from, if you want to go back, the first stories of the Jason Aaron, and the first trade paperback is around that. Then, of course, we go to the classic Loki, super classic Loki, and we just go from the villain to the villain until we got the whole kind of rogues gallery for the Thor right over here, right? So we got all the foes, all the villains, right? We got even Doctor Doom. We've got all of them. Like I'm trying to remind myself. Oh yeah, we got War of the Realms here. The guy, the elf. I keep forgetting the names. Like you see, like I don't remember all of their names. But yeah, like we know. He fought them all, right? We got Juggernaut as well. So that is definitely a great throwback and something great to say that puts emphasis on the fact that all of them were supposed to kill Thor. And those were supposed to, be his deaths every single time. But every single time, he managed to stay alive. And that is exactly what is Black Winter saying, right? You were supposed to be dead, and there, and Thor is getting stabbed, and Thor is getting slowly murdered. You were supposed to be dead. You were supposed to get killed by all those, but you survived. But how it truly ends. So Thor actually channels even more energy, shuts. And now we're back to normal. We got this huge blast from his Mjolnir, and we are back to the cosmos. We are back to where the fight started. We got Galactus, and it's like, all right, so now we battle, now we go. And we see, finally, Black Winter showing its true form. And it's that is a true form of the Black Winter. But is it a true form? It's literally a Shadow Thor. And I think that's done on purpose, so to put more emphasis that Thor might be the end. And in Jason Aaron run, we know that Thor is at the very end with Wolverine. We know that, right? And then Wolverine dies, blah blah blah. But I was really expecting something more. I was expecting some kind of a weird thing, but just seeing like a kind of like Link and Shadow Link in Zelda, right? It was Zelda 2, I believe. Really odd choice in terms of artistic one. I think there are going to be people that are going to love it. There are going to be people that are going to hate it. I'm somewhere in the middle. I was like, I'm not that sure. Because I thought, okay, so you're going to do the Shadow version. Great. But are you going to keep like the powers? Are you going to do this and that? Are you going to, just kind of do something around it? Well, not really, which is kind of weird, right? That they're not doing anything around it. But we start to slowly learn that what Galactus was saying was actually not truth. The Black Winter is not here to devour our world. The Black Winter is to get Galactus. And it's like, wait, why? Why you want to get only Galactus? Like, who he is? And, Black Winter says, like, tell him what happened when you saw me, right? And he goes like, no, shut up, like, no, don't listen to him, like, no. It's like a kind of like comical plot, like something from soap opera. It's like, no, the thing I said, no, don't listen, no. Which I know it kind of adds to the mythos of Galactus, but I feel like it's just happening too fast a bit. So it could have been drawn a bit more. And so we've learned that, Galactus actually is, and again, if you want to cut right now, because that's going to be a huge spoiler, cut right now, like the video, subscribe, and that's it. Don't go any further, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That Galactus is actually a herald of the Black Winter. Just like Silver Surfer was to Galactus, but Galactus escaped and was running away from Black Winter. That's how this book ends, on that note. What can I say about it? I did like it, but there's so many issues that I had. I felt like, again, I just felt like, it was just not enough. Like, it was building up to something big. This is like huge. And it was a letdown. Like, it was a letdown. Of course, this is a fourth printing because that's what we could have got, but it was a bit of a letdown. I thought, it's going to be a bit more exciting. I know this is a huge fan service in the middle of the book with all those other foes. It's a huge surprise that Galactus is a herald of the Black Winter. But is this as big of a surprise? Is this as huge, as impactful? I think, honestly, this is a 6. This is a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed it less than the previous one, because I read them back-to-back, like 4, 5, 6, back-to-back. I enjoyed that less. Not gonna lie. I was like, it left a bitter taste in my mouth after reading it. I hoped there would be something more, that this Black Winter is going to mean more in the whole story, so that's why the whole 6 out of 10. But what do you guys think about it? Leave a comment in the comments down there below. Do you agree or you disagree with me? I want to know why. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye and have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye.